Hey guys, welcome back to another video here on the plant pair. One of the questions I get in the comments all the time is, do you do cardio? And the answer is yes, but probably not in the way a lot of people think. I'm not training for a marathon, at least not yet, and I'm not doing hours of high intensity interval training every week. But I am intentional about moving my body in ways that keep my heart healthy, help me feel good, and fit my lifestyle. Today, I want to share exactly what cardio I do, why I do it, and what I'd recommend for you. But before we jump into that, I just want to take a second to say thank you. Over the past week, the channel has been growing faster than I ever imagined, and it honestly blows my mind. Seeing so many of you subscribe, like the videos, and jump into the comments to share your own experiences with training and diet has been incredible. I've always wanted to create a space where we can talk about training in general, what works, what doesn't, and just learn from each other. And now it's actually happening. I can't tell you how much I appreciate every single one of you who's watched, commented, or hit that subscribe button. It means the world, and I'm so excited to keep building this with you. Now, let's get into everyone's favorite topic, cardio. So when I first started working out, it was actually for sports. In high school, I played multiple sports, and that meant a lot of running, but not the kind I do now. Back then, it was mostly sprinting, conditioning drills, and explosive bursts. I ran track and field, but I was a sprinter. My events were short distance, all-out effort. I never did the long, steady-paced runs you see distance runners doing. So for most of my teens and into my college football days, my cardio was fast, intense, and over in a few seconds or minutes. Once I stopped competing in sports, I honestly didn't run much at all for years, outside of the occasional short jog here and there. Oh, and while I'm still doing pull-ups here on the screen, just a reminder that if you're interested in the pull-up grips I use, you can actually get an extra 15% off through my link in the description or use code PLANTPAIR15. They are by far my favorite piece of home workout equipment and can't recommend them enough. So what does my cardio look like now? In the last 5 or so months, I've been a lot more consistent with running. These days, I run about 3 days a week. When I go out, I'm usually doing 3 to 5 miles at a comfortable, steady pace. I'm not trying to set records or do crazy intervals. I just want to get outside, move, and get my heart rate up in a way that feels good. And it's been surprisingly enjoyable, even though I never saw myself as a quote-unquote distance runner before. But here's the thing, running isn't even my main form of cardio. If there's one thing I've been insanely consistent with for years, it's walking. For at least the last 12 or so years, I've been hitting a minimum of 10K steps a day. And during the summer, like now, it's usually closer to 12,000 or more steps. Walking has been my go-to for staying active without beating up my body. I don't need to recover from it. It doesn't interfere with my lifting, and it keeps me moving throughout the day instead of being glued to a chair. One of my favorite things about walking is how it fits into my life. If I'm with my wife, we take our dog and have some of our best conversations. It's almost like the walking makes the conversation flow easier. If I'm by myself, I'll throw on an audiobook or a YouTube video. Sometimes I use it to learn something new, and other times it's just pure entertainment. Either way, it turns walking into something I look forward to every single day. Some people don't even think of walking as real cardio, but it absolutely is. Cardio just means you're moving in a way that challenges your cardiovascular system, your heart and lungs. And walking, especially if you keep a brisk pace or you're going uphill, definitely does that. The beauty of walking is that it's low impact, you can do it anywhere, and it's way easier to stay consistent with than forcing yourself to run if you hate it. I also want to be clear. I don't think cardio is necessary to get a great physique or to lose fat. You can absolutely lose weight by adjusting your calorie intake and doing little to no cardio at all. Fat loss ultimately comes down to a calorie deficit, and you can achieve that by simply eating less. That said, cardio can make the process a lot more enjoyable. If you're moving more and burning more calories, you can eat a bit more food while still losing weight. And if you're in a calorie deficit, that can help you stick with it longer because you're not stuck on super low calories with low energy output. So while it's not required, it can be a really useful tool. Plus, it comes with a bunch of other health benefits that go beyond fat loss. So let's talk about those benefits and not just the obvious heart health stuff. So, first and foremost, there is cardiovascular health. I mean, your heart is a muscle. Cardio strengthens it, improves blood flow, and helps your body use oxygen more efficiently. But there's also the benefits for mental health. Walking or running outside is like therapy. I do some of my best thinking on walks. It clears my head, reduces stress, and boosts my mood. There's a longevity aspect, so cardio improves endurance and resilience as you age. You're training your body to handle life better, in my opinion. There's better recovery between sets. Even if you're lifting focused, cardio helps you recover faster during your workouts. And then there's also the factor of just having more food flexibility. As I mentioned, cardio increases your calorie burn, which means more room for food without weight gain. So what would be my suggestions for you? If you're starting from scratch and you hate running, don't force it. Start with walking. Track your steps, see if you can consistently hit 6,000 to 8,000 steps a day and build to 10,000 or more. Once you have that habit, you can sprinkle in other forms of cardio you actually enjoy. It could be running, cycling, swimming, rowing, or even just hiking on the weekends. And just to give you guys an example, my wife hates running. Not just a little dislike, she genuinely does not enjoy it. And if she pushes herself to do it anyway, she ends up with shin splints that make it miserable. So instead, her main form of cardio is walking. She keeps a daily step goal just like I do, and she takes it seriously because she understands how important daily movement is for her overall health and her physique goals. She even went as far as buying a small under-desk walking treadmill for work so she can stay active while she's answering emails or on calls. On top of that, she'll mix in some light stationary biking when she wants to get her heart rate up a bit more. It's a perfect example of finding a style of cardio you enjoy and can stick to. No forcing yourself into something that doesn't work for your body or your lifestyle. So my personal setup right now for cardio is 3 runs per week, each of them being about 3 to 5 miles at a time. My daily walking, at least 10,000 steps, usually closer to 12,000 or more in the summertime. And that's it. Nothing's complicated about it, but it keeps my fitness balanced, my energy high, and my health in a good place. Cardio doesn't have to be complicated. It doesn't have to mean hours on a treadmill or feeling like you're about to pass out after sprints. Find the mix that works for you. Stay consistent, and your body and your future self will thank you. All right, guys, that's it for today. If you liked the video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more. And I'm curious, what's your go-to form of cardio? Drop it in the comments so we can all get some ideas. See you all in the next one.